6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 27, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And remember, this is the number 1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And right side, Henry's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
(21-0) our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Mayfield. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he is all the way up past the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Thomas brings it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Mike 54. Come on, D. Mike 54. Mike 54. On the ball. And lady. 54's Mike.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. D.J. Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give, Darnold. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Ricky, man, Eddie, watch twins. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
58's Mike. You must be dreaming. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38, Mayfield. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Mayfield with it once more. This one caught by Crowder. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Push him back. Push him back.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Hunt. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.